Our time pirates, how are ye this morning? I am here. I am ready to read more Priory. It's feeling pretty good. I am like 70% done, something like that. Oh, of course, 76% done. I have to say, it feels very accomplished to be reading this book. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It feels good. Feels good. Feels like I'm getting something done. Yeah. So how are y'all this morning? I'm awake. I need my daughter to come home and get her puppy because I am not sleeping because puppy, her dog, he needs this kennel. He's not sleeping. And then my son had to leave early for work, so he was barking all morning, driving me batty. So I need a nap. Sorry, my allergies are starting to act up. Awesome. How are you this morning, Alicia?
You can definitely tell that school is back into the swing of things.
How can we tell?
I mean, I'm tired and I'm just now signing in and
Yes. Run home from Carline and jump on the computer.
pretty much.
Let's see. And Molly was first today. Yo, Molly, good to see you. Every time she goes, yo, I'm like, Molly, you're way cooler than I am. Jen says, hey, Kelly, Alicia, Molly, and anyone else who joins. I'm working and reading Mean Streak. Yay. It's Friday. My favorite day of the week. The sun is out and I'm manifesting a great day. Thank you, Jen. I will take that energy and multiply it for you. As in, I also am hoping for a great day. How about you, Alicia?
Yep. I need it.
Mm-hmm. The sun's out. It's really pretty outside. The lawn guys came yesterday. So, maybe that's the day before. I don't know. But the lawn looks pretty. So, yeah, I'm feeling good. Except for the hole in the middle of the yard that someone has dug.
I'm a little tired this morning because I kept waking up in the middle of the night. I kept having like hot flashes. So, I don't know. And my husband's like, you just don't want to get up out of bed in the morning. And I'm just like, shove off. If you only knew.
And let's see, Molly says, yay, Kelly. And Ren says, hello, everyone. It's probably from when I was on screen before you got here. And Swank says, howdy, everybody. Howdy, Swank. How are you this fine morning? Happy World Theater Day. Oh, I love the theater. Happy World Whiskey Day. Ooh. And happy Wear a Hat Day. Nice. I look so silly in hats, except like those really big old lady straw hats with the brim all the way around.
Oh, like the sun hats?
Yeah, I was made to wear those. Those totally work for me, but ball caps look awful on me. My head is way too round, but I wear them anyways when I go walk the dog because I need the sun not in my eyes, you know. Ren, getting my priority pages in today. Me too, Ren. And I should catch up today, I think. How many days we have? That's 27, 8, 9, 30, 5 days left. And what do I have on here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and I have 6 days left on here. So if I read 2 today, I will be caught up. That's pretty amazing. I'm going to get this beast done this month. This is a really low pressure way to read a big book, I must say. And Jen says, Kelly, you're making me more and more excited to read Priory. Are you enjoying it? I am enjoying it. It had about 100 pages ago. It was getting slow. And then some really cool stuff happened. And I was like, oh, yeah, I am on board. So the thing is, there's one character I do not like. And so every time they go to their perspective, I'm like, but that's the risk that you take when you read epic fantasy. that's written in third person, multiple POVs, as I believe epic fantasy should always be written. That you might get a character whose POV you're really not into. It doesn't happen to me often though, because I usually like characters, period. But this one, I just can't stand them. And Ren says I'm also at 76%. Oh, we're at the same page as Ren. That's fantastic. Molly smiles. Ren says, by the part where L is on his way to the E and Z is still in bed because of the thing trying to avoid. Yes. Yep. Edith
She's like,
in
it's
the
the
bed.
thing where the thing and the
I
who
gotcha.
and the what.
Loth, you might be a couple pages ahead of me because Loth has not left. Loth is still where they were. And Tane, the character I don't like, has off-sconded. That's where I ended yesterday. So you might be just a couple pages ahead of me because I haven't figured out what Loth was doing yet. Oh no, Ella's on the way to E. No, you're a little behind me. Actually, you're gonna see what happens. You'll see what happens. Why would Zepho dig a hole in the? You know what I meant, Molly. Ren says chapter 59 to be exact. Yeah, and what am I on exactly? Ooh. I am on. That is one reason why it's also easier to read. Like these chapters are nice and short, which is a note to even the longer ones have section breaks. Note to fantasy writers that if you want to do, I'm on 59. No, I'm like 4 chapters ahead of you. That shows you how much hasn't happened in 4 chapters. And Molly says, I do have some whiskey. I can't drink whiskey. It makes me sick. Actually, I'm not drinking any alcohol anymore, so it's irrelevant. I even replaced all my ibuprofen in my thing with Tylenol, which I'm very sad about because Tylenol doesn't work as well as ibuprofen, but because it doesn't do anything for swelling. But Tylenol is way easier on the liver than ibuprofen, so. Ren says, currently drinking water from a whiskey glass, so I'm kind of in it.
I'll take it.
I love that. Molly says, definitely Ren. And Ren goes, Roos? No, Roos, I actually enjoy Roos's POV because I don't like him, but I cannot like, but I'm supposed to not like him. Does that make sense? So if I'm supposed to not like the person and I don't like them, I'm okay in their POV. But if I'm supposed to like them and I don't, then it's a lot harder to read it. How about it's not that like or don't like? That's the wrong word. Don't care.
There you go.
Right? So Roos, I do not like him, but I do care about what's happening with that part of the story. With Tane, don't like her. And also don't care what's happening in that part of the story at all. She's not for me. Molly, I am liking Priory, but honestly, every time I really get pulled in, the POV changes and I have to get back into it. So it is keeping my reading slow. That's epic fantasy, man. That's what I was saying. If that's not, and that's how it works. Like it makes me mad when you read a big old book and it's all in first person. I'm unlikely to enjoy it. I had the same problem with Will of the Many, but I did get the second book, so I'm going to try. And then I ended up DNFing the Sun Eater series. That starts with Empire of Silence, because this is a rich, beautiful, gorgeous world, and all we get to see from this world is one character's perspective. No. And multiple first person is the worst you can possibly do. At least keep it to one person's POV. You could do 2 if you're doing a romance, but usually romances don't have a whole lot of world building. So you don't have that part that you have to add to it, right? So you're really just getting the 2 POVs for that. And that works fine for first person. And there will always be exceptions, which is why I'll still try the book if I was interested in it, even if it isn't the way I prefer to read a story. But most of the time it will not work. Because Warrior Princess Assassin had 3 first-person POVs, and it did work. But you know what? It was a romance. It's a romantasy. The world was not very richly built because it didn't need to be. It was more about their relationship. That one worked. So it all depends. A lot of writers write in first person. It's just easier. It is easier to write in first person. Ren says, I don't mind Tane's POV, but the East chapters are currently my least favorite. Yeah. Yeah, the East are my least favorite too. And it was because well, maybe it's the same reason for you. It's just, you don't care. That's me. I'm just not caring. Their plight, maybe because we're not seeing anyone in power, really. So we're not understanding them very well. Where in the West, we're seeing all the people in the highest power. So it might be a power imbalance. So we're not understanding. We're not in equal footing between the West and the East. And Molly, that helps anchor me too where we are, because at the beginning of the chapter, it says whether it's in the East or the West or the South for a little while. That really anchors me in where we are. And it's easier for me to shift there. It's like when you first see the scenery, when they change where they are in Game of Thrones or something, right? You're like, oh, I see I see where you are now, right? So it does that to me in my brain too. And Allie joined us. Hey, Allie, good morning. Hey, Kelly and Alicia. Morning, trying to finish Anne of Ingleside on page 143. Nice. So you got 100 pages left. You got a few more days. You can do it. You can do it. Poor Alicia's just trying to hang in. She's just trying to stay awake.
Yes. I need more coffee and breakfast.
Yeah, I was up too late last night too because I was helping Koda with his read gay shit survey. So,
his what?
The read gay shit is the readathon we're doing in June.
Oh,
because June is Pride Month. So we're gonna do read gay shit, and I'm very excited about it.
My brain heard something about geisha, and and I was like,
Japanese day? What's happening? Here, I'm gonna put because everyone, even if you don't want to host, if you just want to participate, he's looking for info. There's a question on there that you can say whether you just want to host, if you want to host, if you want to participate and host, or if you just want to participate. So go there, check it out. Let us know.
Won't be able to participate because June is summer break. And I'm gonna have to keep these kids busy. Otherwise, they're gonna drive me bonkers.
I have a lot of gay books that I have to read for Hjorkid, so I'm gonna prioritize all of those in June.
That'll be perfect for you.
Yep. So I'm very excited. Ren says, I dislike Ruse, so I dislike his chapters, but I appreciate the dragon updates in his chapters. Yeah, I'm feeling bad for the chapter, or for the dragon. Come on, man. There are things here and there that bother me about the book. Things like when Loth, this really doesn't give anything away, but Loth goes on a journey and he's taking 200, they specify, of servants and things like that. So they look like a nice, big, powerful, representing the queen kind of group. Yeah. And then they go from the west to the middle of the ocean to give them to pirates, basically, who are traveling through the east. And so they transfer all 200 people in this entourage and all of the shit you have to carry with 200 people, and they transfer them all to one ship.
That better be a fucking massive ship.
It had to have been completely empty. And they're pirates. What are the odds? So I'm just like,
they're not gonna have a cruise ship.
But she just glosses over it and keeps going, right? And there are moments like that throughout the book that I feel like maybe this book would have been better if it wasn't a standalone. If she had made this a series instead. You could make each book like 500 pages and then added things like that, because that made no sense. And of course, I'm not going to come up with another thing right now, but it happens, every 100 pages or so. There's some big thing where like, wait, but what?
Maybe she meant a fleet of ships.
I don't care what she meant. That's not what she wrote. So, I mean, it confused me for a minute because I was like, wait, I don't
Let's
it,
think
it
about
was
this.
confusing because it didn't make any sense. Um, let's see. And Annette joined us. Hello, Annette. Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. I'm at 85% of Daughter of Crow, so we'll finish it today. Ooh. Ren says, ooh, I got my Daughter of Crow's audio this morning. Excellent. I'm going to have to look that one up, aren't I? And Molly says, hi, Annette. Annette says, hi, Molly. And that's a link for the Gay Shit Readathon. Molly says she's trying to stay awake. Alicia stares into the void. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
That is me this
Exactly
morning.
what's happening. Yeah, accurate description. Annette says that should be interesting, Ren. And Zwank Priory sounds like I would hate it. Epic fantasy sounds way too busy. Yeah, it is pretty busy. That's kind of epic fantasy. It's what I like about it. Ellie says, I'm actually on page 152. Got further than I thought I did. Oh, there you go. There you go. You got this. You got this. Annette, I don't like epic fantasy on audio. Yeah, I can't. I need to read it with my eyeballs. I've got to read it with my eyeballs. Allie says, I went to bed early, but I had to take a migraine, so I was knocked out by 8. So I'm assuming that you mean migraine meds. So I was knocked out by 8.
Yeah, I was gonna
Gotcha.
say, how do you take a migraine?
Yeah. So are you with meds? How are you? How are you feeling today then? Did the migraine go away? Did you get some good sleep? And yeah. Ren says, I don't mind epic fantasy on audio, just need to slow down the audio to lower than my usual pace. Well, the problem is, like, sometimes I space out. I do that when I'm reading too, like with my eyeballs. But when I'm reading with my eyeballs and I space out, I can back up. When I space out when I'm listening, it's harder to figure out where I was. Where was the last point where I remember what was happening? So it's just a lot harder for me. I don't remember people's names as well. I'd probably miss the east-west thing and I'd be like, wait, where the fuck are we? So it's a lot harder for me. I have to read it. Lindsay, I'm here. I didn't get the job. Oh, I'm sorry, Lindsay. But felt I gave it a good shot, so not too disappointed, just frustrated. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That is frustrating. But you put yourself out there, so congratulations for being brave. I am proud of you. Alicia says, also sorry, Lindsay. Alicia's like, I'm not even talking right now. I'm just going to type. Too tired.
Give me the first sprint. I'll wake up.
Gonna go eat some breakfast.
Yeah. Heat up the coffee.
Yep. Zwing says, so sorry. So sorry, Lindsay. Well, we're here for you. Grab a book, escape, and don't forget that.
Wherever the book went.
Wherever the book went. That's exactly it. Dragons of the North discussion is tonight. So it is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So Dragons of the North by Jesse Sprague. It's the last one in this series before we start the new one next month.
I'd show it, but I already moved it.
No, you're good. So Lindsay, if you have any comments, let us know. Add them in the thing, and I will make sure to ask your questions tonight. And yeah, Annette also says, sorry to hear that, Lindsay. And Lindsay says, laughs and says, I'm going to read instead of work in protest. I think that's fair.
That is.
I think that's totally fair.
You need some downtime.
That's right. You need some emotional recovery before you dive back into work. I think that's fair. Ooh, we're starting early today. It's Friday. We want to get out of here quicker. We want to get out of work sooner, see? Because this is the most scheduled thing I do all week, like during the day. Because I have meetings, but they're always at different times, different days. You know what I mean? So it's not. This is the only like scheduled for sure. These are the hours thing. So this would be getting out of work early if we get done early. How cool is that?
And you'll have the added bonus. I will be doing Maker's Quest sprints after today.
Oh, nice. So we can switch. We can go right over to Alicia's. What a great plan considering you're exhausted today. That was well planned.
I told you, give me a sprint. I'll wake up.
Okay, there you go. Alicia's gonna go run around the block real quick. She'll be right back.
You think I'm gonna be tired trying to like poke a thing through the? No.
Maybe.
I mean, I could, but that just shows my patience level.
You know, I really have some cross stitch I need to get done too. Maybe I should do that during yours. I can listen to my audiobook and do that. I'm ahead on audiobooks though. Like I'm reading an audiobook that is I don't have to read right now, right? Like the book I don't, but I might as well because I was able to get an audio. And the next book is the same way. Because a lot of the books I have to read, if they're again epic fantasy, I'm not listening to them. I have to read them.
Right.
And a lot of the other ones that I have to read in the next 3 months for Here Kid, I can't get the audio for without buying it. I don't want to. So, all right, here we go. Wait. Mel came in. Good morning, Kelly Cal. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Mel Melly. It is so good to see you.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm excited. Did you get my comments on shore leave? Oh, did you already leave them on? I did not even check Discord today, Lindsay. So if you did, thank you.
Also, we're at 9 votes for 100 Pages Book Club.
Ooh, what's winning?
6 of Crows still.
Nice.
Dead Witch Walking has 2.
There you
6
go.
of Crows is 5. Emily Wilds is 2. So, if you haven't voted, go vote. I will put the link in momentarily.
I love it. Okay, I love Kevin Petway's comment on Lindsay's where she put in her pages, her reading pages, and Kevin's like, "This is super cute, but what will you do with it?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you don't understand journaling, do you, Kevin?"
Did he really?
Yeah, I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you do with it? This? What do you?"
Where did he put that? In the shore leaf?
It's in the shore leaf. I love him. All right. So I do see your questions. So we are good to go. So I will make sure to put those up, Lindsay. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's a cute page.
Right? I like that. I like the cute little dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You should have colored him red, though, right? Like red. He's too cute to be a vicious red dragon, though. Tay would hurt that poor little dragon.
Maybe he was talking about the other pages that she posted. Because it doesn't look like they're fully filled in yet.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's what he was talking about. But I don't think he understands the utility is just that they exist. We already did with them, right? And then we're just going to fill them out and, have keepsakes.
Exactly. That's so funny.
And Swank says hi to Mel. Allie says migraine meds, much better. Good. And Mel says hey to Swank. And Allie says, but when I went in the ER yesterday, you went to the ER yesterday? My potassium was slightly low and I have a hard time digesting potassium on my stomach. Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe that's why you had the migraine, because your potassium was low. And Mel says, reading To You at the Altar by Rebecca Thorne, the 3rd book in the Tomes and Tea series. What are you doing finishing a series, Mel? What are you trying to do here? What's that all about? Making us all look bad. I mean, congratulations.
Is
Good
there
job.
more than one?
There's 3. It's a trilogy.
Oh, I thought there was more. I have the first one I want to read.
There's only 3 out now. I thought that was the last one, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Now I want to look. Who's the author?
Rebecca Thorne, Thorne. And Lindsay says, I think I put them on Tuesday or Wednesday as I did them at the same time as my 100-page comics. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I have not scoured. I'm really bad at Discord.
4.
Yeah, Lindsay's like, keep it forever. That's the purpose. I don't understand what you're saying. Ellie says, oh, yay.
There's 4 so far.
Oh, there's 4. Okay. All right, good. I feel better.
The 4th one is called Alchemy and a Cup of Tea.
Oh, I've heard. Is it out?
Yeah, it says it came out in 2025.
Huh. I don't know how I missed it. Mel says, I have 1 more book and then I'll finish this series. There's 4 books in total and the series is complete. Gotcha.
August.
And Annette says, I'm sorry?
It came out in August.
Huh. I don't know. Who knows where I was? Annette says, is there a link for Alicia's Discord? I went to vote yesterday, but the link didn't work. I think because I was not already in the Discord. Maybe it should be. Alicia, you want to put an invite to your Discord in the chat? Alicia will put it in the chat, Annette. Dharma says, good morning. I've editing a sex scene this morning. Oh, fun.
Spicy.
Spicy. They're just like action scenes. Same thing. Mel says, I'm determined to finish at least 3 series by the end of 2026. Nice. Are you doing the series-a-thon that Chris's Corner is putting on? That's what I'm doing, and I think it's going to have me complete 3 series. Let me find it.
Let me know if that link does not work. It should, but it'll take you straight to the poll. Oh my word! What is that?
This is what it looks like. It's all rainbow. It's so pretty, but it's series-a-thon. So every book in it's got a different prompt, but they're all about series.
Oh.
And so all of these, when I'm done with this, I think I will complete 3 series. See how Map of the Other Lands is on there? That's why I was saying that. Like, I have a place for like all of these books. So
Ruthless Vows.
Yes, so I want to finish. I need to finish that duology.
I read the what is it? The Roommate Experiment, the American Roommate Experiment. I read that one.
Did you? Well, that's it. Spanish Deception was all right too, but the Roommate Experiment, that was a random pick. Like I just had to randomly pick, and so that's the one that came up. And it's still a duology, so I will get that series done. So I will
I loved the Spanish Love Deception. That one, it's in the same universe, just different characters. It's all right. It wasn't totally my cup of tea.
5, 6.
I gotta read her other 2 books. She's got one called The Long Game and The Fiance Dilemma.
Yeah, if I complete all of these, I will have 7. I will finish 7 series this year.
I see Emily Wilde book 3 is on there too.
Yep.
I gotta send you the extra copy of that because I found out I have 2.
Yeah, send me the one that you don't like more because remember, I donate them when I'm done. So
I also have to find my copy so I can show them here because I was supposed to do that yesterday.
Yeah, because we might have to read it, on our own if it doesn't get voted on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to put the same books in the thing every time, right? It doesn't make any sense that people have a wider variety. Doesn't mean it can never be put back in, but we want to cycle those choices out so people have a lot to choose from.
We have a lot of books to get through.
We have a lot of books to get through.
I have a lot of books to get through.
See, I love lists. They just make me happy. And I've already read 2 off of this. And I'm reading 1 more right now. And I have 2 more on my TBR for next month. So yeah, I'm making good progress. I'm happy about that.
I think I might set up more of my reading journal if I can wake up enough. Trying to decide on what I want to do besides breakfast.
Well, you should read because you're about to, cross stitch on the next thing. So you should do something different. Let's see. Alicia put her Discord up there. And Molly says, you could do it, Mel. That's right. Mel says, oh, I never heard of that readathon. Sounds like something I need, though. And Mel says, thank you, Molly. If I find the link when we go to sprints, Mel, I will put it in the thing. For some reason, as soon as I put stuff in a bingo board, suddenly it's prioritized in my brain. I think it's part of that out of sight, out of mind with ADHD, which is why I like having so many physical books I haven't read. Because then they're there. I can see them, and that makes me anxious to read them, right? So that I can actually get more read. But as soon as I'm not seeing them anymore, I forget they exist. Molly says, well, that's a good wake up, Dharma. Oh, the sexy scene. I was like, wait, what did I miss? Oh, yeah. And Annette, Alicia, I got a weird message when I click on that link saying there are no text channels or I don't have access to them, just in case it's happening to anyone else. Did you get on the Discord, though?
I put a different link just in case.
Okay, so there's a different link. Annette, thank you for testing these for us. So if you want to click that and see if that works. Mel Chris's Corner has a readathon too. That's the one I mean. Is that the one that is the readathon one, Molly?
I feel like my eyes are gonna roll in the back of my head. Could be allergies too.
That's the spreadsheet. Where's the bingos? Bingo. Okay, let me see if it's bingo.
Second
Yep, that's the
bingo.
one. That's the one. So I don't have to look it up. Molly found it. Thank you, Molly. So the one that Molly posted, Mel, that's the series. She found it. Thank you, Molly. So Mel said, "Yay, thanks, Kelly." And Molly says, "What is it called, Kelly?" You found it, Molly. That's the one I meant. Chris's Corner. What did I say? Did I not say Chris's Corner? What did I say?
I don't remember what you said.
I don't remember now either. Could have been anything. I know I said Chris, but I might not have said Chris's Corner. I might have said something else. Mel says, I'm the same. A good graphic helps me read and organize my books. Exactly. 100%. There's nothing more satisfying than reading the book and then doing that little check mark. I'm like, ha, 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 ha. I just love it. It's ridiculous, but I don't care. I love it. And Annette says, thanks, Alicia. That one worked. Yay! Okay, Annette, go vote. Go vote. This is so exciting.
10 votes now.
And Molly says, there are several series based on readathons this year. I gotcha. And Molly says, oh, good. And Lindsay says, I had to get eye gel today for my dry, itchy, hay fever eyes. I'm so sorry. Yeah, my allergies are starting to act up. I'm getting a little drainy, and my nose will start running. It's like once a year I have to take one of those nasal sniff things just to clear it all up. It only takes one because I don't want to get addicted to them, because you can get addicted to them. So I usually wait until I can't breathe, and then I go get it. Dharma says, just as I tuned in, my cat wanted a cuddle, so I had to close my laptop.
Wow.
The cat's like, oh, are you trying to work? Hi, Mom.
No work for you.
No work. I love it. All right. And now we're not early anymore. It's perfectly on time. I feel better. It feels good to be like where we're supposed to be. All right, here we go. First sprint. See you on 30. And there was our first sprint. I made it to page 665. We are learning some backstory, and it's perfect timing, and I'm very curious. How'd you do, Alicia?
My dad tried to call, and I told him I'd call him back. I ate breakfast and wrote a to-do list where I started writing my errands down for tomorrow.
Excellent. Let's see.
All of the time, I talked to my dad yesterday about finances. I am pretty sure that's what he's calling about this morning because he wanted to talk to Alan last night. Because he called and he was like, "Is Alan home?" And I was like, "No, he's at work." I said, "I don't know what time he's getting home because he has a work event plus dinner." And he was like, "Oh, okay, well, have him call me when he gets in." Well, Alan didn't get home until almost 9, so no.
Plus, you balance the account. What's he want to talk to Alan about money for?
Probably because he wants to talk to Alan about the Excel sheet. Because Alan does know more than I do, but in terms of like Alan talking to Dad about it, like my dad is very much you can tell him, okay, click here, and click here, and he's like, hold on, go back to step 1, and I'm like, what part of just click, and click? Like I gotta tell you to click?
Yes. Yes, you do. When you're not familiar with things, you got to give them a minute to find it. That's exactly it. But, that's when it's time to just say, let me have control of your computer. Thank you.
I wish I knew how to do that because I would just do it. But he has, I think, a different version of Excel than I do. So I don't. The man drives me bonkers.
Family is crazy.
That's putting it nicely.
Let's see. We ended in chat with Dharma's cat. It's telling them that you cannot work now. Sorry. You must worship me instead.
You must take a break.
Dharma says, exactly. And Lindsay laughed and says, I use my nose spray morning and night every day. See, you're addicted to it. And I don't mean addicted like you would be to like cocaine, but I mean your nose literally will not open up anymore without it. Like, it's like, I need that stuff. What are you talking about? So, but that's like one specific nasal spray thing, and I don't remember which one it is. So, and I have no idea what you're using, Lindsay. Plus, if you needed to breathe anyways, what the F does it matter, right? So, Molly says, also Mel and possibly Kelly, the Bridge 4 Discord has a year-long challenge called We Have a Serious Problem. They have a spreadsheet for tracking just a series. So if that would help, nice. You can join here. Oh, thank you for the info, Molly. Yeah, I have a series tracker on my reading spreadsheet I already use. So I'm tracking them on that. And Molly says, and here's another series-based bingo card for 2026. Excellent. Molly, and one more. Look at that. All these options. You are a font of knowledge, Molly. I love it. And Dee shimmied in. Hey. I think I gave you a fourth hey, sorry. But good to see you, Dee. Good afternoon. How are you this morning? Looks like Alicia is going to be sprinting with crafty stuff later today. Right? Starting at what? 11 your time? I think the thing said?
12 my time.
12 your time. So it was 11 my time. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So nice. And Alicia says hello to Dee and had to approve Dee's comment. Silly YouTube. Dee is friend. What's wrong with shimmying? I mean, I don't. It's just dancing. You're allowed to dance. Encouraged to dance either. Dee says, I will be finishing off Keep Me by Sarah Kate. It is a literary masterpiece. I think that's sarcasm based on the facial expressions that Dee added there.
Yep.
And Dee says, again, YouTube? First, it wanted more than just kisses. What now? I know, it's so demanding. Vanessa, it's one of those, if you think shimmying is dirty, YouTube, that's your problem, not ours. You need to clean up your brain. At least in my chat. Just let people post. It's fine. And Vanessa joined us. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Good to see you. Allie says, I got to page 161 in Anne of Ingleside in the first sprint. Excellent progress. Moving right along. Vanessa says, morning pirates. Arg. And Ren, so Alicia's tired, attacked me, and I fell asleep.
That's because I
Alicia.
woke up.
That's right. It had to go somewhere. Like Book of Doors. It just runs around and hit an innocent Ren.
I'm sorry. You just have to commit to doing something productive, and then it will flutter away.
I'm tired today, too.
It's a Friday. It doesn't.
And again,
help
I have a long weekend. I always have long weekends.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't help that I didn't sleep well. So.
Yep, that's why I'm tired. And Jean has joined us. Good morning, Jean. Hey, Kelly and Alicia had an early appointment, so I am out and about. Just wanted to say hello. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Ren says, probably will listen to Warrior Faye now. My brain doesn't know how to read post-nap yet, right? Yeah, little harder to make your eyeballs work.
Fair.
Vanessa says to Alicia, it might be worthwhile to get a Zoom call, share your screen, and give him a walkthrough of how it works, or have him share his screen and you can talk him through doing it. Yep.
I don't have Zoom, and he doesn't know. He's not very computer literate. You know what I mean.
Yep, we know exactly what you mean. Annette ate a sandwich for lunch and read some more, so close to finishing. Yay! Zwank, I just realized that at the end of the month, I will have been doing pirate sprints for 2 months. What?
Wow.
What? It has helped me to establish a morning routine that works for me. Thank you for helping my mental health. Absolutely, Zwank. It helps Alicia and I too. It's like weird when we don't have it. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. It's y'all being in the chat that helps us do this too. You know what I mean? Like this is like the friendly peer pressure thing. People are going to be there. Believe me, I was so tired this morning. If it was, I just had to be there and like nobody came to chat and Alicia wasn't here and all that, I would have been like, nope, I'm not streaming today. And I know for a fact, because I tried to do it on my own before and I just couldn't keep with it. So yeah, it makes a big difference. So thank you for being here too.
Mm-hmm.
And Swank says morning to Vanessa, and Kiana says good morning. Good morning, Kiana. It's late for you. Oh, it's spring break, right? Wasn't it spring break? So she was sleeping in this week.
Spring break.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Vanessa says morning, Swank, and morning, Kiana. Molly says Kiana, Vanessa, Jean, and Vanessa says hey, Molly. And that is it for chat. Go ahead.
I think the other thing with my dad too is he probably would just have someone do it for him, and I won't give him that satisfaction.
I mean, he might quit calling you. It depends on how much pain you want. I would rather just do it for him and not have the pain. When it comes to my kids, I made them do it because I was training them, right? I was training them for life. So even though it's easier for me to do it, I make them do it. Whatever the thing was, right? Whatever the it was, because my job is to train them. But when it came to parents, just let me do it. You're untrainable. I can't. And it's not my job to train you. So let me just.
See, I would do that. Like, I could totally make the worksheet with Alan's help because I could do most of it. And then I'd be like, hey, do the things that I can't do. And then I would send it to him. But he would then call me asking questions because he wouldn't know how to input the information. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's going to call you no matter what. At least then you know how the Excel sheet works because you made it. It'll be easier.
But I don't want him to keep calling me. Like,
it's not going to stop.
Like Vanessa was saying yesterday in her sprints, he's older than me. He should know how to do this.
Well, not just how. I mean, he probably wouldn't. But he doesn't. He shouldn't be depending on you.
Well, that too.
For all of this stuff. So, but you know, it is what it is. And you keep answering his calls. I would keep calling you too.
I did answer. I just told him I'd call him later. It's a little message. I'll call you back.
I like it. I like it. Because, I mean, you've established, look, this is my time. I'm literally stealing the time. You cannot steal it back. This is my morning routine. We're here for Swank. You tell him.
And I've been doing this since what, August of last year?
Yeah, it's been months.
Probably a little bit before that. So I don't understand how he doesn't know. It's not like
It's
I
not that he
changed my
doesn't
schedule.
know, it's that he doesn't care. And if you keep answering anyways, then you've also trained him it's okay. So the fact that you're like, I will call you later, now you're retraining him, right? So you've also
Mhm.
trained him, I will answer when you call. So instead, it's like, I will answer when you call after this time.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. You're not supposed to have to train your parents, but apparently,
At this point, I think he's untrainable.
yeah.
He's not gonna ever be housebroken.
Boundaries are healthy. Heaven knows I definitely have put up boundaries.
I'll turn my phone off for a week.
Yeah. Vanessa says, you know that if I have an appointment, I get nothing done. Yeah, that's me. That was me for 2 days this week. I just couldn't. Yeah, I have an 11:30 appointment. Welcome to the waiting cycle of, I have a couple hours. I could get so much done, but instead I'm just going to scroll
Yeah.
on YouTube. Mel says 40% into TU at the altar. This is ridiculously cute and funny. I love it. Oh, that's great. I have the first book and I have put it off. And so that's good to know that it's really cute. The series anyways.
I have the first book too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's on our shared list. Kiana says, yeah, going to get pedicures, Barnes, and lunch with my girls. Oh, that is a great day.
I wish I could tag along. That does sound fun.
I'm because pedicures are expensive, right? Like everything's expensive. So I try to, it's like, all right, what event do I have going that I need pretty toes for, right? And then so I try to wait until closer to that event to get them. And it's the cruise. So my toes really needed to be done 2 weeks ago. But I'm like, but if I do them 2 weeks, the cruise is until April 13th, then I'm gonna have to get them done again. So I'm like, I'm just waiting as long as possible.
I do the beginning of April.
Exactly. So that's my plan. Because I also like hit my toes on things and break them all the time. So yeah. I should probably get like the fake, you get the fake, but that's so much more expensive. And then I can't wait. I have to go get it done. Do you see what I mean? So I can't handle that kind of financial responsibility. So I'm like, no, it's just too much money. Allie says, I won't give my dad that satisfaction either on something like that. See, Allie gets it. Alicia, Allie understands. And Mel says, thanks for the links, Molly. And Vanessa says, Kiana, that's a good day. That is a good day. Jen says, oh yeah, I'll join your Maker's Quest and work on my cross stitch too, Alicia. Ooh, it looks like we're going to cross stitch today.
I was going to say, do you want to join on screen? Because you can.
Like
You're in Maker's Quest, aren't you?
Not officially, because I was afraid to commit to one more thing. But I mean, I'll join you on screen if you want me to.
You can. What about Jen?
Jen, let us know. We'll all be cross stitching. Vanessa says another option is to make it a Google sheet, and then you can see. Oh yeah, if you make it a Google sheet, then you all have access to it. That's a good idea, Vanessa. Mel says, "Ooh, that's so nice. He can't wait for my Nova to get a little older to do days like that, right?"
My dad
I love days like that with my daughter.
My dad won't do Google Sheet. He wants it in Excel because he doesn't want his finances online. Therein lies the dilemma. Because I could he even found a video where the guy created a debt snowball calculator thing in Google Sheets. And I'm like, so just transfer the information to an Excel sheet.
Just do that. I'm sure there's a video for Excel sheet too. I'm sure there's hundreds of them. And every time I need to do anything, you just go to YouTube and search what it is, and somebody put a video up. It's like the cool part about humans is that when we know something, we like to share it. So usually, we can find a video that does whatever the heck we need. That's what every time, like when OBS was acting up and I couldn't find the stream elements at first, I just Googled it, but I didn't go videos yet. But Zafo solved it for me, right? But otherwise videos would have been my next thing. I had one of those, Jetta. It had keyless, like it was completely keyless. Sometimes you press the key and you get a little key out and you can use that for certain things. It was keyless. There was no way to put anything in the car. So when the battery died and we needed to jump it, I had it right up against the garage. Well, we couldn't get any car in there to jump the battery, right? And I couldn't even put it in neutral so we could roll it back because there was no key to just, you just turn it without starting it so you could put the car in neutral. I was like, what the? So I YouTubed it, right? And it showed me exactly where the thing was. It turns out the little thing that you put in drive and like the little gear shift
There's
thing.
like something underneath.
Yeah, you
Isn't
had
it?
to plop up that thing, and underneath there's this little plastic thing. You had to pull that out, and then you could put the thing in neutral. I was like, I never would have even thought to do such a thing. By the way, it was not in the manual, or if it was very much hidden because I did look at the manual first.
Mm-hmm.
But it was at least not findable from the table of contents or me flipping through it. And but YouTube saved me. I was like, oh, that's it. Like it was the simplest thing in the world, but I never would have conceived. This is not within my wheelhouse of knowledge, you know.
I
So
did that with my Honda Civic. Ironically, I had a screwdriver in my car, but I was doing wildlife work, and I
mhm.
set my keys down in the trunk and accidentally closed the trunk,
I've
so
done
then I
that
couldn't
before.
get my keys out. But I had the screwdriver, and in the back seat there was like this little thing, little square, and if you put your key in there, you could unlock the trunk. But
Mhm.
you could also pop it off and unlock it that way, and that's how I was able to get my keys back.
See, see, I'm telling you, man.
The things they don't want you to know.
That's all right. That's what YouTube's for. That's why YouTube's still my favorite. And Molly wants to know if you have an iPhone, Alicia.
I don't. I have a Samsung Galaxy.
And
Android.
Allie says, I got some understanding with my aunt yesterday, and she said, sorry, and will absolutely not call in my 3 boundary times. Oh, that's amazing, Allie. Nicely done. Good job standing up for yourself, too. Yep, definitely claps for that. Or huzzah. We'll do a huzzah.
Huzzah.
Dharma says, making my 3rd or 4th pass on this chapter. Oh, now I think you're procrastinating. Come on, Dharma. Keep going. Move to the next one. Keep going. Vanessa says, Allie, that's awesome news. Congratulations on getting through to her. Kiana, daughter is also in a quinceañera tomorrow. That's so cool. See, she needs to get her toes set. This is the important time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Vanessa says, hey, Mel. And Molly says, yay, Allie. So fun, Key. Lindsay, when are you making sprints on? Next, right? So you said it'll be noon Eastern. So I'm sorry,
Yes.
Lindsay, you'll have to do the math. I don't know what that is for you.
I can post the link. It's already scheduled.
How many hours after this sprint? Well, usually we end at 10:30, so it'd be like an hour or half an hour after we end. Almost right after we end. It's already scheduled, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So she'll post the link. Yeah, yeah. And Molly says he wants a debt snowball spreadsheet in Excel, Alicia.
Yes.
Yes. And Allie says, thank you. It's made my mental health so much better. Absolutely. I bet it does. That must feel a weight off your shoulders. Molly says, sorry, I can't help that. I know nothing about Samsung phones. Yeah, sorry. Dharma, well, it is a sex scene. My inner editor keeps saying, don't stop, don't stop. Hey, when you're drafting, you got to turn that baby off. And I know, easier said than done, but I'm here to support you. So that's the support I'm giving you.
Just keep going.
Just keep writing. Molly says, trash peeps are here. Got to go real quick. Absolutely. And Alicia put the link for the Maker's Quest. So excellent. So we can get there on time. Let's start our second sprint. Here we go. And there is our second sprint. I got to page 682. Moving right along in this book. And I'm remembering I haven't recorded a single update, so I kind of need to do that. We might need some movie magic when I do that. So shh, all of you here, don't tell anyone.
I didn't hear anything.
See, exactly. That's how we play it. And how'd you do, Alicia?
Magically, I went to YouTube and found the same guy that my dad was trying to say, oh, well, he's doing this Google Sheets debt snowball in Google Sheets. And magically, I found one for Excel. Granted, he's on a Mac and I'm on a PC, but I'm following it. I'm creating an Excel sheet.
There you go. I love it.
It's not that hard, to be honest. And I'm doing the same thing I would have told my dad. Pause it, rewind it, and rewatch it as you're doing it.
Yep. That's how you do it. Because they're always faster than I am. You know, I'm like, hold on.
Exactly. And I mean, he's the same way, but he's a lot slower with it. Whereas
He's
I
older.
go, okay, let me just format the and I pause it, format the thing, and move on.
I think some people are just more afraid of technology than they need to be. It's not actually that scary. My mom's one of those. She's really afraid of it. I'm like, it's not scary. It's frustrating, but it's not scary.
Yeah. I've got the dates in. I've got because he has it set up so that you do like payment interest and then the debt one. So like if you put in the payment, it'll calculate the interest and then it'll tell you what's left, I guess. We haven't gotten that far. But I did that. I set it up for all 8 of my dad's debts. And
like, here you go, Dad.
Trying to remember, smallest to largest. So when I call him back, all I got to do is put in the interest rate. And then it'll put it into percentage for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I've got to do then is say, okay, when you input the payment, don't touch nothing.
Don't touch anything else.
Input the payment. It will calculate everything for you.
Yeah, highlight it or something, like in a different color. And this is the only thing you're allowed to add numbers to. Don't touch anything else.
Right. You don't need to touch anything. You just
I think
let
you
it do
can
its
freeze.
magic.
I think you can freeze them so you can't enter anything.
Well, he did say like when you set up like the payment interest debt one and you keep doing that for all of your debts across the top, he said you do want to freeze that because as you go down the page, it will scroll with you. So he did say that so far.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not what I mean. Because that one you can't. I like to do that too, to keep the top. That's one of the things I do know. I only know how to do a fraction of things in Excel, but every time I need something new, I just Google it, right? Like it's really not that hard. But I always freeze the top, the column names, and usually the left-hand side too. For my reading Excel spreadsheet, I have the left-hand side frozen as well, so that the book and the title are always there. So as I scroll to the right and fill in all the stuff I have to fill in, I can make sure I'm still filling in for the right book. Like it's still there. So yeah, you can freeze those things.
He didn't say to freeze the first column because that's all the dates.
Well, you might not need to do it for that sheet. Do you see what I mean? So like I said, it depends on what you're doing.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Where were we in chat?
I don't know.
Let's see. I think we were here where it says where Lindsay said, okay, that should be 4 p.m. for her. So that gets her through the end of her workday. Yay! She's going to be with us all day. Molly says, dang, I was in the middle of eating a popsicle, but trash is out. Both litter boxes are changed and I am now finishing popsicle. Well, is it a popsicle now or is it just juice?
Right? I want to know.
And Jen says, sorry, had a call. Yes, I'm in Maker's Quest. Oh, there you go. I have a meeting from 2 to 3:30 and I don't want to attend, but I will join on screen if the timing works out. Vanessa says, working on paying bills. There you go. You're managing to get stuff done even while you're waiting for your appointment. That's you get points for that. Mel says, didn't read that sprint, making breakfast for the fam. I mean, these are also important morning things that must happen. Ren says, made it to 22%. Excellent. And Annette, the scenes of Stolen Time will never be revealed, Kelly. Oh, the secrets of Stolen Time will never be revealed, Kelly. Never revealed. Vanessa says, huzzah, Alicia. Great job with the Excel sheet. Absolutely. We could do anything, man. Just find it. It's there. Someone knows how to do it, and they wanted to tell other people how to do it too. Molly says, I can give you one, Alicia.
An Excel sheet?
Too late. She's already making one.
I'm saying.
Jen says, I filled out Coda's interest form, had a meeting, had quiche for brunch, and read 3 pages in Mean Streak. Excellent. And Allie says, I got to page 164 in Anne of Ingleside and got most of my morning routine done. Yay!
Nice.
And Kiana
I'm
just
not
said
sure.
I scrolled to see if there was the rest of that, but nope. And Molly says, like, there's this one, Creative Fabrica.
I'm looking.
Allie says, I have to set up what goes out the fit. I missed that one too. Molly, you can lock data in Google Sheets, so I suspect you can in Excel as well. Yeah, you can. That's what I use.
She found one that you could download for free.
Look at that. You're halfway making it though, man. Just finish it. You got this. You're learning new skills.
I'm gonna keep that.
You could start. You keep this up. You could say proficient in Excel as you're applying for jobs if you're still doing that. Do you see what I mean?
This is true.
New skills. New skills. Allie says first week of April with the checks that come in for the first week, then do the rest of the month. All right, you got this. You got this, Allie. Jen says you can freeze the equations though, so he can't manipulate those, I believe. Exactly. That's what I mean. So freeze those equations. So if he accidentally types something in there, he doesn't make the equation go away.
If this guy tells me how to do it, then I will do it.
I'm sure he will. If not,
I'm trying to make it as like a monkey could do it, so that when I give it to my dad is basically the monkey. If he can't do it, then
you'll definitely want to freeze those because he'll accidentally type something in or But because the fact that you are building it, you will know how to fix it too.
This is true.
Molly says, or the dark version if his eyesight is iffy. The dark version is harder to read with bad eyesight. I'll tell you that right now. Because the contrast is not as much. That's why I can't use night mode on anything. My eyesight is so bad. It's pathetic. Annette says, I finished my book. Yay! Huzzah, Annette! And folded and put away some laundry. In the mood for something cozy next. So we'll be reading Breeze Spells and Bridegrooms by Sarah Wallace and S.O. Callahan. Nice. Vanessa, yes, like Jen said, you can protect specific cells, rows, columns, so he can't accidentally put something in that cell. See, that's what I thought. I knew it was capable. I just couldn't remember how to do it. Allie says, just 110 pages left in Anne of Ingleside. You can do it. You can do it. You at least get next 10 pages done, so you'll be like, under 100, which is a nice place to be. I'm almost at under 100. It's very cool. It's a nice place. Molly says, it had a little ice, but mostly juice. So it's funny. Or this collection if anyone needs it. So Molly posted the collection of Excel sheets. And Vanessa says, my appointment is at 11:30, so I'm going to miss the end. Thanks so much for sprints for the writer. Yep, the Writers Troop folks. We've got Zoom co-working at 1 p.m. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Absolutely. I hope you have a great weekend too, Vanessa. And a smooth appointment. And we'll see you Monday. And Molly says, good luck with appointment. Maybe see you later. Jen says, yes, what Molly said. You can lock the formulas. Lock it. That's the word. Much easier way to say whatever the heck I was trying to say. Yeah. That word. That's the word. Molly says, Kelly wants you to work harder, not smarter. See, I think it's smarter if you're learning something. So that's just my personal opinion.
I mean, I like to learn things, so either way, it's gonna work. But where were those spreadsheets when I started my debt-free journey, man?
That
would have been so much flipping easier.
Vanessa said, Alicia, I can show you how to protect a cell row column sheet. If he doesn't, ping me on Discord and we can hop on video and I can show you real quick. There you go. So if he doesn't, in this video you're watching, if he doesn't show you how to do it, then you've got Vanessa as a resource. Molly, I often think, I sure hope Alicia's dad never watches us. I don't know. I think it might be healthy for him to get a full perspective.
My
Vanessa
dad does
laughs.
not watch anything I do, so no worries there.
Molly, pretty sure it depends on what's wrong with the eyes then, because I see better when I use dark mode. Excellent. My husband likes dark mode better too, but his eyesight is way better than mine. Molly says, see you Monday, Vanessa. And Molly says, right there where they are now. And Charles says, morning. And you know what? I don't know how much that has to do with eyesight or how much it does with sensitive to light. My husband has very high sensitivity to light, where I need more light so I can see it all. So maybe you're more sensitive to light, Molly, and that's why dark mode works better for you. So it will depend on whether, your dad's eyesight sucks or if he's just more sensitive to light. And good morning, Charles. I hope you're going to join us next month for Wildmane. I really, really think you'll like this series. Where is it? This is the next one. It's not funny like A Good Running Away, but it's an epic fantasy. It's a very typical epic fantasy, and I love it. Cannot wait to keep reading. Vanessa, also you've got an email, read Multiverse to fill out the meeting survey. Just a friendly reminder. Yeah, I saw it. I'm sorry. I will. I will fill it out before the end of the weekend, I promise. Again, though, I'm not the most, I don't have guests. So, and last time it happened on a Monday. I mean, I can't do Mondays. So Molly, have a great weekend, friend. Vanessa says, morning, Charles. And Molly, that could be Kelly. That could be Kelly. Oh, yeah, but dad, it might help him. And Allie says, morning to Charles. Molly says, Cod. Mel says, Wildmane looks good. I know, I'm so excited. So like I said, I loved it when I read it. That's why I called the author. I'm like, Todd. Called him. I saw him at Superstars. I didn't have to call him because I saw him in person. Charles probably will join for Wildmane. Yes, I think that one's way more up your alley. I think you'll enjoy it. Molly says, Ducks, I'll still be reading Priory next month. Yeah, no, you're all good, man. It's not like any of these things are requirements for, being in the club or whatever, right? We're just offering opportunities. Vanessa says, you don't have guests, but your input is always valuable. Aw, thanks, Vanessa. It's very sweet of you to say. All right. Last sprint before we cross stitch. I'm actually excited now. All right, here we go. And that is our last sprint. I made it to page 699. Obviously, I am not going to stop here. What do I have left? I have 6 pages left to finish this day. So I will read those 6 more pages after we are done here. And then I guess I'm going to cross stitch with Alicia. Alicia's on the phone with Dad, it looks like. Yep. Hi, Dad. Let's see how everyone in chat did. Go up here. Go up here. Vanessa says you do time. No, I got that one. Greg, hi, Greg. Good to see you. Just wanted to say a quick hello before I get pulled away again. Hello, all. It's good to see you, Greg. Good morning to you. Almost good afternoon, I suppose. Jen says, before I forget again, remember early in the week I had extra money I couldn't figure out. I figured out I entered the same transaction twice, so it truly was extra. Ah, gotcha. You would think it would automatically say, did you mean to put this in twice? Molly says, hi, Greg. Yay, Jen. And Greg says, hi, Molly. Dean says, I am back home. Woohoo, woohoo, you made it. By the way, I wrote 2 reviews yesterday and posted them. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Vanessa says, okay, heading out to prep for my appointment. Have a great weekend, y'all. Thanks again for sprints. Kelly and Alicia, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Chris said, hello, Kelly. Hope it has been a good morning for you. It has, Chris. How has your day been so far? Molly says, hi, Chris. And great job, Jean. I have to read 422 more pages this month to get a reward book. Oh, you could do it. You got like 5 days left. That's no problem for you. You got this. You got this, Molly. I finished reading I Am a Cat, which is a manga. Ooh, nice. Dharma says, I finished editing the intimate scene and I'm feeling satisfied. On to the next chapter. Okay, Dharma. Points. Ren ate some toast and made it to 26%. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely, Ren. We shall see you soon. Are you going to join us for Pride and Prejudice read or Wildmane? And Jen says, I took a brain break and did some coloring. Nice. Brain breaks are required. After finding that error with the financing, yeah, you're like, I'm going to not adult for a minute. Just leave me alone. I'll be back in a little bit. Alicia says, I have the numbers from Dad, so plugging and chugging while he rambles. Excellent. Did you get it done, Alicia?
I'm still, I have all the numbers plugged in. I just now have to go through and make it like generate. Because then
make it work.
Yeah, what I have to do is I figured out how to do it on the first debt, but I didn't have the information for the rest of it. So that's why I was on the phone with him, because I was like, listen, this man, he's infuriating. Like, if I was Italian, you would be seeing the hands. Because so he went through, mind you, I told him about this website called calculator.net. Has any freaking calculator you could ever want. I tell him and I show him several different ones of which ones he could use. And then he's just like, well, none of these are working and they're not working the way that I want them to work. Then he goes back. When I called him, he's telling me, he's like, well, this is what I've been doing. And I've been doing this calculator and it tells me all the interest and the payments and the this, that, and the other. And so then I write down each payment in the month and this is when it'll be paid off. So I've been doing that for all. And I'm like, I've been trying to figure this man out. And he sits there and he finally finds something. And I'm like, my guy. The only thing that this will not do, unless the guy tells it later in the video, is it does not account for if Dad adds extra to it, right? What I would probably have to do is figure out what is the set amount of like extra payment and then add that as the payment. And then he could figure out when it would be paid off. But he's like, I want to get this stuff done by 2030. And I'm like, well, dude, time is ticking.
Well, you can't use them if you want to get it done by 2030, though.
Right. So, but that's what he's like, because he's saying that like, so like the calculator that I'm setting up, the debt snowball thing, it would only if he does minimum payments. But
Right.
he's done the calculator one where he's added in that extra payment. So like, um, he's saying that the golf cart will be paid off later this year, and then the next two that he has chosen to put in order is going to be paid off roughly about the same time. Meanwhile, as he's making minimum payments on his truck, then the truck will almost be paid off by the time the first three debts are paid. So, because he's just doing whatever the payment is. And then from there, he would be able to pay that one off. And then by the time he's done that, then, see what I'm saying? Like now he's seeing, and I'm like, I've been trying to tell you this for the extended period of time that we've been going through all of this. What's the matter with you?
Sometimes people have to discover things for themselves, even though they've been told it multiple times.
What I've learned with my dad, and I can prove this with my sister as well, even though I don't talk to her. You plant the seed, and then magically it is their idea.
Yep. Whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes.
Meanwhile, I'm just like,
I'm telling you, it's too frustrating. To parent your parents is just, it's a hard thing.
I like Dee Dee's, what is it? She calls it
My
she
parent
calls it-
child.
Yes, that. I have one of those.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Annette says, started my new book. Cute so far. Kind of reminds me of Sorcery and Small Magics. Ooh, nice.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it? You didn't tell us what it is. Or if you did, I forgot. Molly says, incoming vent from Alicia. Yeah, you did properly interpreted, Molly. Good job. You predicted the future. Ren says, probably no on Pride and Prejudice and maybe on Wildmane. Yay! Molly says, free audiobooks on Chirp. Oh, that's nice. We'll see what they have. And Lindsay says, debt snowball method. Yep, that's the one she's trying to get him to use.
That's, yeah, because I told him, I was like, you could do this or you could do this. Pick one. If you go this route, which is the snowball method, you can see it get paid off faster and it builds momentum as you go. That's Avalanche. You're paying off the highest and you're saving money, but you kind of can get burned out that way, in my opinion. But
yeah, because you want to see progress. We're humans.
Exactly.
So we want to see progress. And Molly says, while you guys cross stitch, I'll be reading. Nice. And Annette says, Breeze, Spells, and Bridegrooms. Aw, that's a cool name. Hard to say. Breeze, Spells, and Bridegrooms. Well, apparently not that hard. Never mind.
I was going to say that 3 times fast.
Breeze, Spells, and Bridegrooms. Breeze, Spells, and Bridegrooms. Breeze, Spells, and Bridegrooms.
Okay, settle down.
I always say it's my theater training whenever they're like, say that fast. Okay.
I can't do it.
But yeah, so that will be fun. I'll look at that Chirp thing. Looks like I have to sign in and stuff, and I don't feel like it right now. And Molly says, while you guys cross stitch, I'll be reading. Oh, excellent. Annette Breeze, so I got the name. And Annette says, I'm going to work on my crochet blanket for Alicia's Maker's Quest. But first, more coffee. Excellent. Excellent. So you start in what, 17 minutes? So we should go.
Roughly.
And I'm going to order Chinese for lunch today. I've put it off for 2 weeks and now I want it. I want it. I mean, for $11.25, you get the meal, rice, soup, and an egg roll. I mean,
that's a no-brainer.
Right? So, and I can never eat all of it. So it's always 2 meals for me. So I'll eat the soup and the egg roll now, and then I'll eat the other stuff later. And then it can be 3 meals. If I'm not that hungry and I can't eat all of the thing in the rice, then that's 1 more meal. So 3 meals for $11.25. I can't cook it for that cheap.
Right?
So
nice.
Nobody important. All right. So I think we are good. So Alicia, you already put the link in for your sprints. You want to do it one more time? And then, so people, that is where at least Alicia and I are heading after. And I will run to the restroom real quick. And I'd like to, because while I cross stitch, I'll listen to my audiobook. So I think I will record real quick a update, because I'm about halfway through my audiobook and it's pretty short because it's this one, Touch of Death. So I'm going to record an update real quick because I will probably finish it, or at least pretty close to it, while we are cross stitching.
Nice.
So excellent. All right. So there is the link, and I will see y'all